Hello, my name is Marielle from Aquamermaid, and today I'm going to share about how to swim in a mermaid tank safely, the rules in general if you're planning to become a mermaid performer and swim in a giant tank. For this one, I'm going to share with you the specific rules for the Mermaid MEGATANK that will be used for the North American Mermaid Championship during MERFEST International. And those are their specific rules, but they can be applied to mainly most of the tanks. And yeah, you can just check every tank's what's their specific rule, but that gives you a good idea of how to prepare to be a mermaid tank performer. Then let's start. For our tank in the MEGATANK, it's 18 years old minimum, then you need to be an adult. All the performers need to have a proof of insurance. Then if you're planning to be a performer anyway, you would need an insurance, a liability insurance. Then I would make another full video about this if you're interested. I will put the link down below when it's ready. Also, if you want to perform in a tank, you will need to assist and participate in the safety training for each tank. Each tank is different and have their specific rules, have their specific section that can be more dangerous, how to get in, how to get out. The safety will also cover like CO2 buildup if you hold your breath for a long time repetitively, how it can affect you. Also contact lens, if you lose them in the pool, in the water, that can be dangerous. Also any things that can fall from your costume in the tank, we don't want that. Then anything to prevent. Also nose plug, if you don't wear a nose plug, how the water will go in your nose and can affect you. Then it's all important stuff that you need to know regarding that specific tank and in general swimming in a closed water environment. For me personally, when you swim in a tank, something really important for safety is to not hit your face on the glass because you already see blurry underwater. You cannot see the glass where it stops. You have an idea with the frame of it, but mainly if you always swim with one hand just a bit in front of your face, that way you can protect yourself to not hit with your face. And that happened a few times to me and it's not fun. Also, if you don't have a certification, there's a bunch of diving companies that offer now Mermaid certification, and this is a basic of how to use the monofin, the equipment, the tail, the safety rules, swimming techniques, basic of breath holding. Those are training and some tanks will require them to swim in the tank. And also there is NAUI, SSI, and PADI. I'm making a full video about mermaid training if you want to know which one to take and how it works. That's another video you will be able to watch about mermaid certification. But those are becoming handy for you if you want to work in aquariums, and also you can go with freediving certification that are good for that. But mermaid certification is really specifically for mermaid performers and shows like this in tanks. For most of the tank, their bone structure, if you want that, what's holding the tank, it's inside the tank. Then mainly there's bars on top of the tank to hold it together with the pressure of the water. Then you cannot slap your fin outside of the water to make a nice splash because you're gonna hit those beams at the top and they're made of metal. It's really hard. And if you hit your head or if you hit anything, you can hurt yourself. Going with that, no breaching. Don't just go like super fast and swim and try to go out of the aquarium by the top really quickly because you can hit your head. Then also in safety, I would always recommend to swim with one hand up. That way you protect your head. If there's something on top, there's a platform for you to sit, sometimes there is a beam. You need to swim with one hand up to protect your head and not hit yourself. In the MEGATANK for the competition also, you cannot do specific moves. For example, the torpedo or spinning on yourself horizontally, moving forward on the x-axis of the tank. And we don't want you to do this movement because with a tank is different than in a pool. Your orientation is really different. And if you spin and if you change direction and you go more on the side, what's holding the frame of the aquarium, there's metal bars coming out. It's not flat. Inside there's metal bars. Then you can really hurt yourself. If you start spinning and going sideways and you just lose a bit where you are, this can be dangerous. Then mainly everything should be done slowly control, to know where you are, have your hands, know your environment in it. Also, there's big beams on top of the tank, and you cannot just hold on to them because you may risk a fall, hitting yourself, and it's dangerous. And that also is changing the pressure with the walls of the aquarium. With so much water, then just if you need some help, there is a special area that you can go. Then also, if you don't have any mermaid certification, most of the tank will require to have a spotter, someone in the tank with you that knows how to do it and knows you. That way they can help you if you need some help. No spitting of water, no fountains. And then we try to keep this water, there's not a lot of water, and we want to keep it clear, we want to keep it clean for you. We don't want any infection, any things that spread to other participants in the tank. Then make sure to not get water in your mouth and spitting it. Then basic stuff, be healthy, be ready, no alcohol, no drugs before going into the tank. Really important in all the tanks, if you swim just in the tank for a show, if we swim with animals, you want to make sure you're not losing any piece of your costume. Then you need to test it before. Then first, it can be dangerous if you lose a little glitter or any piece of your costume. It can go in someone else's eye. It can be dangerous, and also it's gonna block the filters, and that damage like all the equipment. And also with fishes, they can eat those and get sick and maybe even die. Then according to the tank, for our tank in the competition, weights are not allowed to help you control your buoyancy unless you have a free diving or a scuba diving official training that you need to prove with your certification before you show up there. Then make sure to contact whoever is organizing, managing the event, and showing them your certification ahead. That way they can confirm this, that you are trained to use weights. Also, the weights ideally should be outside of your costume. That way, if there is any issue, we can easily remove them. I would suggest to cover them, make them look nice with seashell belts, things like that. That way you can still look nice and look magical with your weights, and something easy that we can remove in case of emergency. And also always make sure to let know your spotter that you're wearing weights and how to remove them. That way they can help you if you need to. That's it. I think that's mainly the rules for mermaid tank. Every tank is different. If it's round, if it's big, small, then you just need to see that specific tank, what are the previous people that work in would recommend, and also really listen to all the safety rules. And you're gonna get amazing videos and footage, and it's gonna be an amazing experience to swim in aquariums. I did it and I highly recommend it to you. Then let me know if you have any question or if you have specific rules that you have with your tank, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.